All right, so today I'm going to show you how to get kills with your custom weapon so that you can update your leaderboard here. It'll show you how many kills you got. Boom, see that? I got a kill. And I'll get another one. Boom, two. All right. So the best way to do this is something called the creator tag. And I'm going to add it to this weapon. And then you can see how to do it. You can add it to your own custom weapons. All right, so I had this page here with this basic gun game. Basically just has the gun and has two zombies. I'm gonna put this link in the description. You can use this to follow along with me to see how it's done, and then you can add this to your own custom weapons. So go ahead and click on that URL, come over here, hit these three dots, hit edit. It's gonna open up that world into your Roblox studio. You're welcome to save it off as your own and do whatever you want with it. So we'll wait for this to open. Let's go to our starter pack, and that's where my gun is. And we have two zombies, all right? And I also want a leaderboard that can update my kills. So let's go to our starter, what is it, server script service. And let's add a server script, just says script. We'll do leaderboard, I'll call it leaderboard. This is tiny, let me make this bigger. I'm gonna delete that print statement. And I'm going to add a function called add board. I'm going to add it to the player. Local board equals instance new folder player. And then the board's name must be leader stats. And we'll put a metric on there. You can have as many metrics as you want on here, but you must have kills if you're going to follow along in this video. So this is going to be an int value. It's going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Board will be the parent. Kills, name, I'm going to call this kills with a capital K. You're going to have to spell this right for when the died event happens. You're going to call that metric right here by that name. So we'll just go game players, player added. Oh, that's a dot. Player added, that's a colon. Connect it to add board. There's our leaderboard. Good. Let's go back to our workspace here. Open up the gun, and I'm going to go to damage. So when you're doing this, when you're adding these creator tags, which is going to say who killed what, you're going to do it right where the humanoid has the take damage. All right, so it's going to be server side. Let's add a variable. Let's add a variable for debris service, right? So debris service cleans stuff up. Say game get service. It deletes it after a period of time, and we're going to need that. So just go ahead and put this variable right here. What else are we going to do? We'll go to, say, right above the on damage, because we're going to call tag humanoid when we do damage, so you want it above. So let's do a local function tag humanoid. You're going to find this in a lot of Roblox weapons. A lot of good weapons is going to use this tag humanoid, and they call it pretty much the same. So you should call it that too. Don't get too creative, because then it makes it hard for other developers and yourself. You might forget. You might come back a year later. So I'm making a variable called creator tag. It's a local variable, local to the function. I'll say instance new. I need an object value. This is what I'm going to store my player in. Ooh, and let's go ahead and parent it to the humanoid. Right? So we're attaching this creator tag to the humanoid we hit. Right? This is what we're hitting. This is who hit them. So a lot of information is going to be there. Oops, I don't want that. I want to do creator tag name. And you should call this creator. That's what they do in Roblox for their weapons too. Keep it consistent. That way you don't have to do a lot of guesswork. Oh, and then the value is going to be the player. So the player, this creator tag is going to have the player, and it's going to be attached to the humanoid that actually hit the humanoid that got hit, right? So the player that hit the humanoid. That's how we're going to get all of our information. Then we don't want it hanging around forever. It's going to be a temporary thing. So we'll add item to the debris service. We'll add the creator tag to the debris service. Give it 2 seconds to live. So if the other thing, like an NPC or something, dies within 2 seconds, then we're going to get credit for it. But if it dies later, we don't want credit for it. Well, you might want credit for it, but you don't want the players to get credit for it. Let's do another function called Untag Humanoid. So now we're going to untag them. You might think, why are we going to untag them? Well, we only want to give credit to the last person that hit them. So if anybody else has their creator tag on there, we're going to pop it off. So we'll say for I and V in pairs that's the humanoid that might have tags on it. We're going to get children. And then we're going to do if V is a object value and v.name equals creator, then v destroy. I always spell destroy wrong. Destroy. All right, so we're going to do some damage. Let's do it before the damage. We're going to untag anybody who hit them first. All right, so we'll say hum, right? Because that's who's getting the damage. We're going to untag anybody who hit them first. Then we're going to tag them with our stuff. We're going to say hum player. All right, looking good. Now on your zombie or anything that you want to get credit for a kill, you have to add a little script. I'm going to put it right underneath the zombie. I'm going to make this a server script. And I'm going to call this kill credit. All right, so this is going to be not a big script. I'll say local hum. I'm going to get the humanoid of the zombie. We'll say script.parent.humanoid. Hum died. So this is a died event. Connect this function. I'm going to do it inline, an anonymous function. Local player equals tag value. Oh, you know what? I gotta check. I missed one thing here. Let's get the tag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for it should only be one tag, right? Because we untagged everybody else. So we're gonna get one tag. And we're gonna look for it. We're gonna look for something called creator on the humanoid. If the tag is there, then local player tag value. All right, and then we'll do local kills equals player. We should do a check here just to make sure that people didn't mess up their leader stats, but I'm going to assume you got it right. That kills right here must match the name of this kills right here. Right? If it doesn't, you're not going to be able to find it. You're going to get an error. So say kills value equals kills value plus 1. And this is it. You're good to go. Now you can keep track of your kills. So let's go ahead and copy this. Control or right click, copy, go down to your other humanoid, paste into. Now you're going to get credit for both of these zombies. Let's add another one. Go here, Control D, duplicate it. Let's move it. Let's move it. There we go. Play. Get our gun out. It's looking good. All right, there you go. Now you know how to add your creator tag to your weapon, and you know how to capture the die event on your NPCs. And you can add that to players too. You can add that little script on the character added, and then you can get credit for your player kills too.